Love and respect. It's your boy Change Agent Cooper. And I just wanted to do this video because I have been inspired by some of the other leaders, specifically black leaders, who are raising awareness about the demand for more black mental health professionals. We need to definitely diversify the mental health workforce. It is imperative that we diversify the mental health workforce. And I'm going to give you one of the reasons why. There are multiple reasons why, but I'm going to give you one of the reasons why it's important as it relates to prison reentry. What many people don't know is there are resources in place right now in the state, across the state, different areas, a lot of grant funding being made available for individuals who have opioid use disorder. These programs provide amazing services. These programs provide peer support specialists. These programs provide, supportive services dollars towards sober living, cell phones, even transportation. And I applaud those programs and for what they're doing and how they're helping. But it's important to diversify the mental health workforce so that more people can access those resources. I'm gonna tell you why. What many people don't know is that, substance use disorder is more so along the lines of self-disclosure. The way that you answer questions with a therapist or with a licensed clinician, the way that you answer, the way whatever you self-disclose, it's dependent upon what you disclose. And guess what? Your disclosure is dependent upon trust. And if you're an individual who has had bad experiences, traumatizing experiences with non-black people, then you may be a little cautious before you open all the way up to them and tell them deep dark secrets or reveal things to them that you don't know if you can trust them with. A lot of us black people who have been traumatized by racial disparities in the system may have grew up in the projects where there were some bullies in uniforms, or may have grew up seeing things happen in your close proximity that made you afraid, or even seeing the things on the news. You may be a person who now doesn't trust the system. And so, whenever it is time for you to answer questions about your substance use or misuse, you may hold back. You may hold back because you don't trust the system. But this is what I come to tell you today. Uh, in order to access many of these resources, a person has to disclose their substance use, because these resources that are being made available are for people who have substance use disorder. And if these resources are only available for people who have substance use disorder, and substance use disorder is dependent upon self-disclosure, but a person doesn't trust the person that they would need to disclose to, then that person can miss out on resources because their distrust of the system. So what needs to be addressed? The distrust of the system. And how do we address it? How do we address it? We address it by diversifying the mental health workforce. We address it by having more people with lived experience at the table so that people can understand that the truth will set you free. The truth will make a way for you to be able to have the resources you need whenever you are released from incarceration. Today, I wanted to raise awareness about this because at the end of the day, substance use disorder leans heavily upon self-disclosure. And if self-disclosure is that powerful, we have to ensure that there are people in place that people trust to disclose this type of information to, lest we end up with the racial disparities that we tend to see when it comes down to the resources and the distribution of resources, and the racial disparities with the distribution of resources as it relates to substance use disorder. My name is Change Agent Cooper, and I'm not the answer, but I'm damn sure the alternative.